All right, it's time for paper review now. I have a long array of papers we're going to review this morning in Nigeria, and we'll take a look at them one after the other. I have with me in the studio Dario Dufoko. He's a journalist here with us. It's nice to have you join me
it's a pleasure,
this morning. Yeah. And if you're in ladies here, there are no ladies in the press, so gentlemen of the ladies, or gentlemen of the press, sorry. Good morning, Ife, broadcast journalist. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
As well as Arthur as well. Your book is going all over the place.
It should. It should go around.
Really amazing. How did we get here? All right, we'll talk about that later on. Let's start from the national economy. Nigeria's external trade hits 8.4 trillion naira in Q3 of 2020. That's what the national economy has. And then from there, let's go to the next paper. Now, I'm just going to run them through so we can do some analysis on some of the issues. Vanguard newspaper is the next one now. And Vanguard says, is focusing on insecurity. Why Buhari cannot or can't honor reps summons. The Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, is saying this. It says that the National Assembly lacks constitutional powers to summon president and no formal communication on the issue. The House spokesman is saying this. And Malami, speaking APC's mind, reps minority leader, is saying we're not part of Buhari's summons to National Assembly. Senators are saying this. The president shouldn't come, says Omagigi. Well, all that back and forth on the president, whether he should honor the summon by the House of Reps or not. All right, we'll be talking about that shortly. Leadership newspaper is next now. Leadership says, fortifying party structure ahead of 2023, APC dissolves organs. All right. Leadership newspaper. Okay. I guess I have that mixed up there now. The southern leaders, northern and southern leaders reject calls for another confab. That's what the leadership newspaper is saying. All right. From there, let's go to the Guardian newspaper now. The Guardian newspaper says a constitutional crisis looms as Buhari shuns National Assembly invitation. National Assembly has no power to summon Buhari. The Minister of Justice insists, and Senate disowns reps insist on removal of service chiefs. All that on the front page of a Guardian newspaper. From there, let's go to the Blueprint. Blueprint says Buhari summons tears National Assembly apart. That's what the Blueprint, and that's how the Blueprint puts it. Senate disowns lower chamber, reps checking out. That's what the Blueprint says. From there, let's go to the Daily Sun newspaper now. War over National Assembly summoned to Buhari. Lawmakers lack power to invite president on military operations. The AGF is insisting on this. That's the Daily Sun. From there, let's go to New Telegraph now. New Telegraph newspaper says Buhari makes U-turn, cancels appearance before reps. And how APC governors stalled the president's security briefing. And Malami saying National Assembly lacks power to summon the president. He said that again and again and again. Omagigi backs AGF as Ozekome Ajomo Cake. The PDP reps have power to summon Mr. President. Okay, this issue is still not clear yet, but it's still the back and forth. Let's go to the Nation newspaper now. The Nation newspaper says Senators Malami opposed Buhari's invitation by the House of Representatives. AGF president can't divulge security strategies. It's unconstitutional. That's what the AGF is saying, according to the Nation newspaper here. From there, let's go to the Business Day. Business Day said manufacturers' business relying more on official forex as scarcity worsens. All right, that's Business Day talking business there. The Punch newspaper is next now. All right. Okay, there are so many other papers here, but due to time, let's just run into the issues, some of the issues that we have here. Dari and Ife. Now, most of the papers are talking about the president appearing or not to appear. We have the power. No, you don't have the power to summon the president to the National Assembly. The House of Reps had sent an invitation for the president to appear before it. But there are fears that from some of the details in some of the papers saying that there are reports that the president could be embarrassed one way or the other from some of the reports and all of that. But talk to us basically. Dari, let me start with you here. The National Assembly or the House of Reps having the power to summon the president or not having the power to summon the president has maybe never been tested in court. Someone will say is supposed to be constitutional. The constitution is clear as to how they should engage. Talk to us what you feel.
But it may not have been tested in court. I think it has been tested in the court of public opinion in the past.
Right.
I recall that when the President Goodluck Jonathan was on the saddle, he was summoned by one of the houses, the Senate or the lower house. I may not be able to recollect now. But there was this same debate. He can be summoned. He cannot be summoned. And it went back and forth. At the end of the day, the president didn't go. And the National Assembly didn't do anything. Nothing came out of it. For me, that's a precedence. Now, you see, for Mr. President to go before the National Assembly or one of the arms, I don't see a big deal there. It is just one way of talking to the people through their elected representatives. That is what it ought to be. But in Nigeria, everything is politics. And that's where the danger is. And that's where I will not fault Mr. President's decision not to appear before the House of Reps. One, I think it is a little bit inappropriate. Forget the constitutionality. I think it's a little bit inappropriate for the House of Reps to summon the President without consulting the Senate. What we are used to is the President addressing a joint sitting. That is the usual thing. When it is time to present the budget, or when it is time to discuss national issues, what we have seen
is that to say the president is too big?
No.
To be before either of the because the point there is
it has nothing to do with being too big. It has to do with protocols. It has to do with the National Assembly not being divided. This particular National Assembly has worked with so much harmony, and we are like, this is good.
Because the issue there is, if the president is going to come, must it be a joint National Assembly issue?
If the House of Reps is going to summon the president, I think it is appropriate. It is the lower arm of a bigger house to tell the Senate, this is what we intend to do. The senators just told us we were not informed. What you expect is the president will brief the House of Reps about securities today. And then next week, the Senate too will say, come to the same complex. I think it will have been better done if the two arms agree that, okay, then we will not be seeing this drama we are seeing now. The Senate saying, no, we're not informed, please don't come. Because don't forget that the Senate president is the chairman
of the National Assembly. All right. Now, the point there is, should this issue be taken to court so that we can put it or lay to rest by saying the National Assembly has the power to summon the president when they have to, when he has any issue they want to get clarifications on?
When we use the word summon, I think that's what a lot of people have
are not
issues
comfortable with.
You know. I would think that if they invite the president, why wouldn't he go? I do not agree. I agree with some of the things that Dari has said, but I do not agree with the fact that he believes that the Senate will have to be in conformity with the House of Reps. What I'm saying is it that the Senate does not understand that the president needs to speak to the people? He just said talking with those in the House means that you're talking with your people, you and I. These are representatives that will send them to represent us. Now, if the House of Reps says this is what we want to do, we need to invite the president, let's even talk. Why can't the Senate, align with what it is that the House of Reps is talking about? And the House comes together and have the president. I don't understand why anyone says the president wants to be embarrassed. Why would they want to embarrass the president in the very first place? If he doesn't have the capacity to actually address the people, I would agree with that. But that's not to say that they want to embarrass him. It is his responsibility to actually tell Nigerians what it is that's going on. Why would 43 people be slaughtered? Why
farmers,
while going out to search for their daily bread? It really doesn't make sense. And as we speak, the president hasn't gone there to feel the pulse of the people, commiserate with the governor and the people. So there is every reason for him to come to that house and get to address the people.
But the other issue a lot of people are talking about is that the point there is the president speaking to the National Assembly or going to the National, isn't it just ceremonial?
Oh,
because the issue there
when they say take a bow,
yeah,
he just
because
goes
the
and say take a
point
bow.
there is,
That's exactly,
talking to the National Assembly is not the issue itself.
That's exactly why I think we should not make an issue out of whether it will
Okay, so
appear.
Darren, why did they agree? Why did they agree it was going to go?
All right, let Darren land.
That's
Then
why
you
we
will.
shouldn't make an issue out of whether it will go or not. He will go there and tell them. They will question him, he will answer. They will say, goodbye, Mr. President. Does that solve the problem? The answer is no. I don't see why it should be the president that should even be summoned. Let's stop playing politics. 23 farmers were killed in Borno. We have a chief of army staff. We have a commander of that theater. We have officers who are in charge. We have heard from people who say, look, it is ammunition that is our problem. We've heard from those who say, no, you are well equipped. These are the people who should give us answers.
I don't agree with you, Gary.
Hold on. Inviting Mr. President. Inviting Mr. President is, to me, merely repeating the drama we've had over the years. Come and tell us what is happening.
But one would say,
APC senators, APC House of Rep members will be there. They are in the majority. They will be there to start clapping for Buhari. PDP House of Rep will be there to start saying, whoo, and then we'll finish that drama. Buhari will go back home. Nothing will change. Let us leave the drama. Let's go for the issue. The issue is this war is not properly being waged. The issue is Mr. President needs to take a very good look at his service chiefs. Let the National Assembly pass resolutions to this order and give meat to it.
But the point there is, someone would say that all the service chiefs you're mentioning, you're talking about all answer to the commander-in-chief.
Yes.
So
And the box stops on the table of
if you're going to
the
ask any question,
I am
it's
saying
the commander-in-chief that would answer any question.
No. See, answering questions. Fine, the commander-in-chief will answer the question. I want time and energy spent on getting results. We've seen this kind of command. Many ministers have been summoned. They've appeared before this thing. The issues they came to discuss have not changed up till now. So when you bring Mr. President and you finish playing politics, Mr. President, the PDP reps are ready with embarrassing questions as some people are claiming. I don't think any question will be embarrassing.
Why do we always preempt the people? Why do we always preempt them?
That is political permutation. That's
political.
Because
Political
Mike, if you look
permutation.
at it, we
And
don't
the
have to.
entire thing will be politics.
We
at the
don't
end of
have
it.
to preempt the people. That's what I'm saying. What if one of the questions would have been, Mr. President, why is it difficult for you to tell the service chiefs to go home?
Fine, and Mr. President will now give you an answer there and there.
Yeah,
So why not?
because the point there is
And
the
you give you an
president
answer there,
has
then the services will remain.
the president
Why don't
has.
we
People
just
take
pass
it
a
on there.
resolution
All right.
and say,
Okay.
please let the service chiefs go?
No, we need to stop
but the
playing
point there
politics,
is,
as
but the
you've
point
said.
there is, the point there
That's
is,
just it.
the National Assembly cannot pass that kind of resolution
They can't.
because the issue there is, the point there is, the president has the ultimate power, the resolution, the constitutional backing.
The center
Mike,
is too powerful.
Mike-
The center is too powerful,
See,
if you ask me.
it is the National Assembly that should use its powers. Mike, the National Assembly can pass.
But the
a
National
resolution.
Assembly has
The
advised, has urged the president.
the
They have
House
done
of
that in the
Rep,
past.
you are
The
coming
House
back
of
what I'm
Rep.
saying. The House of Rep urged the president. The House of Rep is not the National Assembly. Why can't the National Assembly? You see, this drama is political. The House of Rep and the Senate should agree. I want to see the day the Senate will say yes.
All right.
We agree with
Now,
the House of
if
Reps.
the point there is, the Attorney General of the Federation is saying that, see, these are issues of security.
I agree with
You
him.
don't expect
You don't
the
expect
president to come to the National Assembly.
I agree.
I disagree with
and,
them
I
on
agree.
that.
and
No, I
hang
disagree
on,
with
this
them
is
on
for
that.
Ife now.
You should tell us the one you have not told us before. What came out of
let
it?
Ife attack this issue. And the point there is, security issues, you don't come to express or put your strategy
In the
open. That's what the Attorney General's argument. That's why the president cannot honor part of why he cannot honor the National Assembly or the House of Reps.
If he says that, I might agree with him to an extent. But you don't come on the pages of the papers to say they don't have the powers. The president didn't walk into Aso Rock by himself. You can remember how many years it took him to get there. He cried for years to get there. And people put him there. So you don't wake up one morning and somebody says to us, he has a style. He talks when he wants to talk. No, when the people call you, you need to talk. Years ago, we used to have something called the presidential media chat.
Yeah.
That would have been an opportunity for you to
That's somebody's
tell the
style.
people what it is that you're doing.
Okay,
We need to
somebody's
stop talking
style.
about style.
That's
We need to stop talking about style. That's what I'm saying.
Social media chat before
You know,
that person.
but we need to also look at this. Darren made mention of something that when he gets to the house, the APC, reps will be hailing,
Clapping.
the others will be wailing and booing. We need to learn from the likes of Ghana. That's a country that's not as big as Nigeria. Once election is over, everyone is a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Why can't it be like
We are
that
not
in
like
Nigeria?
that. We are not like that.
Because even the president keeps talking about the APC. He's supposed
That's
to be
his
the
political
president.
party.
No, he should be the president of Nigeria.
but the point there is the APC actually owns the government.
Yeah,
right now.
it's-
So
Can we stop looking at APC and PDP?
he is
And
answerable to
Nigerians.
You as a
APC.
journalist,
And
you
then
say
to the
APC-led
country.
administration. So why are we being
We need
pretentious
to
about it?
change
All right,
some of
all
this.
right.
Let me
Okay.
quickly say this
Yes.
on the issue of it's a security issue. We cannot. I'm not comfortable with that statement. The House of Rep did not say we want you to come and tell us the strategies you will use to win the war.
Exactly.
They said come and tell us.
But you
why
can't
there are
preempt,
killings.
like she was saying, you can't preempt the questions, the
can't.
the
So
direction
because
of
we cannot
questions.
preempt the question, the more reason why I would think that there should be debates. Debate the issue. You don't need the president or Mr. President to
During
make
the
answers
elections,
to.
when there was a debate, did the
Debate
president
issue,
appear?
Debate the issues, take positions, send it to the executive arm of government. The essence, the position, the duty of the National Assembly is formulate policies where necessary, advise the executive. Where you think these advices...
Some persons will not be will not agree with you in the concept of
don't.
advising the president.
I don't agree.
They do.
Because the point there is that even the constitution gives room for checks and balances.
How?
In the concept of check and balance, it is
Yes.
not the issue of advice.
No, you are not getting... In this particular issue, all the buck stops on the desk of Mr. President. It is an issue that has to do with the Nigerian army. He is the commander-in-chief. We agree. What I'm saying is the National Assembly can still pass resolutions. It is within their powers that this is what we have agreed as the National Assembly. This issue of House of Rep advising Mr. President to sack the service chiefs will not be an advice if the two chambers agreed on it. It will be a resolution of the National Assembly that this is what we have agreed. And the moment it becomes a resolution and it is passed, and the president fails to sack them, do you know that the Minister of Defense can no longer come before that house to defend the budgets of the military?
Okay.
Then the president will be forced to listen to them.
Well-
they have the powers, let them use it.
Yeah.
Let's stop this idea of come and tell us something.
Yeah,
We-
but the
they
point
already
there
know
is,
what Mr. President will say.
we all agree, the moment it gets to the National Assembly,
Yes.
it becomes political because there has to be a debate around it.
Can we
There
ever
are different
stop playing
political
politics?
parties.
We can't
There
stop
are-
playing
Can we
politics
ever
because
stop
they are
playing
politicians.
The point there is,
You elected politicians into the
point
chamber
there
said they
is,
should stop playing
politics
politics.
is a superstructure that coordinates life, as the case may be. So we can't take away
No, we
that
can't.
from-
But we need
you know,
to learn to
But we
be
have to round off.
Nigerians.
Yeah, we have to round
Yeah,
off now.
are we Nigerians
Like-
yet? Have we learned that?
We need to
Like-
learn to be
like-
Nigerians.
when we
Need
learn
to
it,
help
we
us
do that.
get
All right,
out of
Dare,
where
we have to
are.
end it here now. Like if you said, we have a lot to learn from Ghana one
Yes,
way or
we
the
do,
other.
we do.
They are our senior sister or junior.
No,
okay,
they're-
there's somewhere there are
Only
senior,
17
and
million
then
dollars.
there's another way we are their
It's
senior.
not about the independence. Let's talk about the
1957.
population.
Yeah.
Population that is not giving you the...
All right. We have to end it here. Dario Dufowoko, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank
Ife Oyegunle,
you.
thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
for
Thank you
having
very
us.
much.